Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another episode of the Bet Win Repeat show. It is Wednesday. It is the 29th of November, right? It's 29th. Yes, December is the 1st. Boy, oh boy, do we got some contest updates we're going to go over. There is, I'm going to let some people file in before we start talking about contests because there's some 2 days left in the monthly contests, movers and shakers yesterday. And boy, oh boy, do we have some moves here. I should probably close my bedroom window. Can you guys hear that? Can anybody tell me if you can hear that? I have my bedroom window open and that guy across the street. Or no, he's leaving. I don't know. They're having some work done across the street. It's garbage day. I don't know why the hell I have my window open, but if you can, welcome to the city life. If you can't, then nothing's going on. Give everybody a couple minutes here to file up in here, though. Don't forget the Parlay Party. Well, don't forget. How would you forget? You don't even know. Parlay Party is out and available right now. I just posted that about an hour or so ago. There's a nice little 3-team parlay in there for you, plus 250-ish. And it's a mixed sports parlay, and God bless it if there isn't some NBA in there. I don't like it. Let me just say that. Off and on sounds not too much sound. All right, it was just this guy's trying to start this construction truck over here. Just started like, you know, one of those old trucks just whining. Mr. Sean Higgs is going to join us today because he's backstage and he wants to do his free picks now. I'm assuming. Plus, I stole something from Sean Higgs' chat, and I'm going to admit it, and I don't care. Plagiarism is the best form of a compliment you will ever get. He was talking about Christmas, and I wasn't able to comment, but I had him on in the back while I was doing some other stuff, and I heard you talk about Christmas lights and whatever. My Christmas lights are up outside. Well, I'll explain. The roof lights are up. The inflatables are up. Some other lights around on the ground haven't been up, but my oldest son from Arizona was in town, so like I put his big ass on the roof rather than my fat ass. So when he comes down and make him do everything over 6 feet tall and up, if he has to climb a ladder, it's like I said, if he has to climb a ladder. So my lights are up, my tree is not up. So, but Christmas music, I mean, listen, you don't like Christmas music, you don't like Christmas, move. Get out of, you're a communist. I don't know what to tell you. Jesus' birthday. Show some love. Sean Higgs, everybody. What's up, Mr. Sean Higgs? Stop hating on
I was talking about Christmas music. When is the right time to put it on? Now, I know some people like November, and I could have put like after Thanksgiving. It was just like November or December. And right. I'm a Christmas music guy. I like Christmas music. Decorations. Since we've been here. Since we moved, we put them up like the day after Christmas, like that Friday. Normally, I'd wait because in Jersey I'd have a real tree, so I'd have to wait I'd wait till like the first week of December or second week, you know, and I'm putting up a live tree. I don't, you know, you got heat on, I got radiators, they dry out. But here, you know, I had a fake one, and I'm not a big fake guy, but I go out and buy like pine cones to keep in the house, so it kind of makes it sound like it's, you know, the piney smell.
And this is in no way, shape, or form am I affiliated with Lowe's, okay? But at Lowe's, you can get these pine.
Yes, the big bag of pines.
Yeah, well, you hang them on the inside of the tree, and they're like the size of like this pen.
Oh, you know what? I've seen those things.
And they just have a little hook, and I hang like 2 or 3 of them on the inside of the tree, and you won't even know, but the whole room just smells like a new tree.
I got to check that out because I want to go look for.
It's so good. And
my mom wants lights
because I hate the fake tree too.
She wants lights, and I'm like, you know what? For $250, you could pay somebody to come here and they hang the lights and they take them down. Just put them on the front of the house. But we had she had like the ones you stake a spotlight in the ground and put the thing on your house like those. Yeah. But I don't like running a extension cord.
Sean Higgs, I have 18 inflatables in my front yard.
No, to get that crap out of here. Nope.
The theme this year is gaudy.
No,
that's the theme. Throw up in my yard. Christmas came over and just threw up in my yard. And
never. I had like some kind of reindeer kind of cat. He was made out of wood and he was wrapped in lights, and it was like one of those kind of things you buy at the store.
Yeah.
That's it. And as a kid, even I remember in the 80s, like the cheesy big plastic kind of things, not the inflatables, the old
Yeah.
school.
Blow ups. Yeah.
No,
The
no,
the
no, no, no,
blow
no, no, no.
blow
We
blow
didn't have blow
whatever
ups in
the
the 80s, Lenny.
plastic.
Come on.
No.
The
The
plastic
plastic.
things,
Yeah.
the old school kind of stuff. Even that, we didn't. I think we had like maybe one or two, like a candy.
I got
cane or
3 of
something like
those, and I
this.
don't count those.
No, I don't want no inflatables. That's
Yeah.
no.
I got
No.
a 12-foot Christmas tree. I
I'm
got a
looking
10-foot
for.
Santa. I
I'm
got
looking.
a 15-foot long inflatable slide with mini penguins and polar bears
No,
coming down of it.
hell out of here. No,
Yeah.
no,
I got
no.
3 dinosaurs holding
So
presents,
I'm in a
an
cul-de-sac. So
alligator.
my house is the last one on, on the, like where it turns right around the corner part. So I'm the last house. There's no house next to me, and then it's probably like a 2-house space and then another house. But I have a 3-car garage, so my front of the house is basically just a giant driveway, and I have a little patch of grass. My
Okay.
backyard's where all my grass is. Backyard side of the house, I have a lot of grass. The front, there's no
I got
grass. So
no
I don't
grass.
want. I'm not putting a bunch of stuff. I'm putting a freaking reindeer sleigh in my driveway. I mean,
Right.
it's
I
the
got
driveway holds 8 cars. I'm not
I
putting something
mean,
in my.
I got a like it's a typical ranch. Anybody
Yeah.
in the Midwest, typical 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 4-bed, 2-bath ranch, like kind of situation. 2-car garage kind of thing, and I got RV parking on the side, which I wish I had the 3rd garage instead of the RV parking because all it goes over there is garbage cans and gives my wife an opportunity to park all goofy in the driveway.
I'm
'Cause
looking. I'm looking
know,
for
that's
the.
all it
I'm
is.
looking for the spotlights that go on the front of the house that are battery. Like I ordered on Amazon, it said battery powered. Like I was looking for something
Mhm.
solar. It came and has a plug-in. I don't want a plug. I don't want to. I don't want any kind of extension cord running from my front.
I have
area.
everything plugged into one
Yeah,
power
then
strip thing,
he wants
outdoor
to
power
be
strip. It's
Clark
listen,
Griswold.
yeah, oh, I'm Clark Griswold. They call me. I have a whole hoodie. Listen, I have 8,000 lights go in the front of my
Speaking of
house.
November, I mean, you skipped
Yeah.
the whole holiday, Tate.
Oh yeah, yeah. First week in November. No, my wife has turkey
Yes, it's
inflatable
not
stacks
chocolate,
to put
Julie.
up in the front yard,
Not chocolate.
and no, it's coffee. It's coffee for sure.
No, I've never had a cup of coffee in my life.
It's a cappuccino. So I don't know.
Never
Is it
had that crap
coffee?
either.
I don't know.
No
Wait,
cappuccino, espresso, coffee, tea. No, thank you.
I like tea.
There you go. I got a Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar.
I mean, I'm also drinking 0 sugar Gatorade, but coffee, I'm a little chilly here. Let's talk sports though. Real quick, Mr. Higgs, because you're here early. I got to give everybody a quick contest update.
I'm here early. I'm
Ross,
here for.
hey, hold on. Ross doesn't know I'm doing a show right now, and Ross Benjamin is calling me right now. Higgs, please hold. Take it away for a second.
All right, I was going to text Ross, but all right, listen. So apparently, Lenny has some kind of parlay party that he is. I have no idea what that thing was. But let's talk about. We're going to do a little. I'm going to say a little hockey rundown. There's 3 games for the degenerates out here. I don't have any hockey. Montreal, Columbus, Detroit, Rangers, Washington, and L.A. 2 of these games are 2-1. You know what I'd say to these? It'd just be a pass, right? We don't have to run on bet games, especially when 2 of them are 2-1 favorites. So hockey, for me, is a pass. It should be a pass for you. NBA, I'm having a nice little season. I hate to toot my own horn, but I'm having a good little season. I have 1 game up on the site if you're interested in that, but forget about that. I'm not asking you to do anything other than hit the like buttons here. How about this Philly-New Orleans game? This kind of jumped we're talking about on Midday Money. Sixers just rolled by 40-something points, crushing the Lakers, and they come out to a 500 squad, basically a pick 'em. Line went from 1 to 2. Are you kidding me? This has New Orleans money line written all over it for me. Pelicans only in this game. And everything else. Again,
Sorry.
I'm a no betting allowed guy. If you want to, though, if you want to grab the Lakers here -7, and I'm a anti-Laker guy, I'm like that's a team I really don't want to lay any points with. You just lose by 44 on TV because you're playing the Sixers. That's a marquee kind of game. You get embarrassed like that. Yeah, this is a bounce back spot. Take Hollywood there. All right, Lenny's back. Let him.
I'm on the Lakers. I'm not, and I'm fading my Pistons. I'm not on them on the point. Well, I'm not. Listen, it's no betting allowed. We all know this. For me, I'm not very big on the NBA at all, for that matter. But I am in a money line goofy parlay. It's out now on the parlay party. You got to go watch that. Craig tells me I got to put those videos on. So
Party.
I got a contest, Higgs. You might have heard of it. It's called the monthly contest here on the channel on the Picks and Parlays, whatever you want to call it.
Tate's kind of great.
Contest. Yeah, Tate's kind of great.
Tate's kind of a guy who doesn't like pop into my show anymore. Like he used to come in.
No, he don't show no love to nobody that much.
Right.
You know how he is. But this is, I don't know why it won't let me.
I like how you could be in your own contest. Gee, that's no.
Oh, I can't win no money if that's what you're thinking or anything. But I like to compete. I'm a man of the people, Higgs. I'm a man of the people. This is 2 picks a day. Every pick they put in has to be minus 130 or better. So that's the juice level, minus 130. I thought that was fair. And 2 picks every day, 30 days. You got to be 500 or better at the end of the 15th or you get cut. So these are people that are 15 or like at least 500 at halfway through the month. And we only go to the 30th, so we only got 2 days left, today and tomorrow.
That's it.
And this is a tight race at the top. BJ, Robert, Tate, again, he's kind of great. He's not in first, so he's not really great. You know, Ricky Bobby rules. If you're not first, you're last.
So they got to put in 2 games tomorrow?
2 picks today, 2 picks tomorrow. Every day. No holidays, no weekends, no days off. 30 days, 60 picks, and this is your record after 60 picks at 130 or better. And the first place gets $250, second gets 100, third gets 50. So everybody competes. So these are the records right here through the end of the month. We put this together a year and a half ago. Allie Burns put it together and a bunch of us for the monthly contest, just to and it's just kind of continued, and it's a great contest. It's a
dogfight here because you got even people.
It is a dogfight. Who's not in this?
They go 4-0. They're at 37, and somebody could easily go 0-4. It's possible.
There's some people that are still in it in the contest.
I'm going to check out the show on Friday when you got
into the money,
twins.
but
you got the twins on Friday. I'm going to have to pop in early to see the winner here.
Yeah. So check that out. There's your contest update. Like I said, Tate's kind of great because he's not in first. He's still in last. But there's your little update on the contest. I'll keep everybody updated because it is a dogfight right here to the end here. So we're going to see how that goes. Anything on the ice for you, Mr. Hicks, today?
No, I just said 3 games on the ice. 2 games are 2-1 faves. No, thank you. I'm not.
Right.
College hoops, I got a dozen games, though. I got, college basketball, I got a bunch of stuff up.
Tate, pretty average, great. This guy, for the record, is back in full. I don't know if he comes in your show.
Lex has been back.
Oh, yeah. Well, yesterday was the first time I seen him in 90 days. I thought he got popped or something.
He popped in.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I've seen him recently.
If he needed like money on his books there or whatever, I don't know. He had 30 days in the hole or what, Lex? But welcome back to the show. I'm big on the Christmas decorations though.
I enjoy Christmas. I like Emmett Otter's
my favorite holiday of the year, and I know I sound like whatever, but. It's just, I didn't decorate as much. I think I decorate more outside now as an adult because, like, I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but honest to God, growing up where I grew up in the ghetto, 1 year, I'll never forget this. I was probably 10, 12 years old. We had bushes in the front of our house, like big bushes. Now they have those net lights you can just cast over them, but we wrapped them with whatever.
Around,
You had to wrap them around, right? And 1 year, some delinquent, they came around somebody and they cut a butt all down the street. Somebody went through with like scissors,
come on,
and they cut their strings. And everybody's Christmas, so like the whole neighborhood was like pissed, and there was maybe bounties on these delinquents, and
nobody had cameras back then. No one had cameras,
80s, folks.
Yeah.
So ever since then, my dad was always like, growing up, I would put no goddamn lights up. Crackheads are just gonna cut them or steal them, blah blah blah. So we never put lights up really outside. And then I got to be an adult and move out of the ghetto. And then, I go overboard. And I go overboard, but
we used to wrap the tree. I remember putting a ladder on. My dad wrapped. We had 2 like kind of like Christmas tree kind of trees in front of the house. So we'd wrap those up, and then we had bushes. Before he ripped the bushes down, he put stuff on the bushes.
My grandmother's house,
my old house, I had a porch, so I put lights on. I had a big front porch, so I do that.
was like in the corner, and you had to walk up the staircase to go upstairs. So you would walk up the stairs to put the star on the tree.
All right.
And I remember every year one grandkid would get to do that or whatever. And I was the oldest grandchild, so
There you go.
I was,
No star. So I put a star, but sometimes you put an angel on top.
my wife's got a Disney thing that was her mom's, and her mom passed away a couple years ago. So we've been rocking that the last couple of years, and that's probably.
My tree fell twice in a 4-day period. This is back in Jersey, and it broke an ornament of mine from 1974. It was a handmade from when I was born. It broke that. It broke like a bunch of my daughter's first stuff from her first. So I got a bunch of stuff for my son for his first Christmas, but not much for my daughter. And I lost all of at my parents' house. The basement flooded. My dad had left. He was screwing around. He was getting bad. That's why I'm like, you guys got to move. You can't leave this guy in the house. And he left whatever he did. And like all the ornaments, like stuff that we did from like the 80s, like, in school you'd have it was like the old popsicle
clay
stick
things. You roasted
like the popsicle stick
with my picture on it.
Yeah. Or we had popsicle sticks that were made into sleighs that said our name and in the year like 1981. And we had them from like 80 to like 85. All our names, all destroyed. Like, couldn't even salvage them because they just fell apart because they were glue. So they're sitting in water. They just disintegrated. It was like those things I like save. Like I'm not like some kind of crazy hoarder guy. Save stuff like every old thing, but the stuff like that you want to save because you want to.
Yeah.
I have so my nativity scene. I ordered I got it on eBay, and it's a 70s. The pieces are whatever they are. I don't know what they are. Some kind of.
They're probably lead paint, for Christ's sake. They're so old.
What is that? The ceramics, but they're on the bottom. They're sketched like 73, 74. Right. But the little major scene, my grandfather had. I'll send you a picture on Twitter of it. It's like an old piece of wood that he made. It's crazy the detail he made on this thing.
They don't make stuff
from like the 50s. He made this in like the 50s or 60s for these kids.
That's ridiculous.
Well, people probably want some college basketball, so let's
talk.
The Christmas show, everybody. The Christmas show in November.
Yeah, I mean, getting ready. Listen, I'm a sentimental big baby when it comes to Christmas, so it is what it is. If you think this is bad, folks, wait till I change and get to my. I might even go to my Christmas room early this year. I'm trying to hold off to go to November, but what do you like in the college basketball?
Yeah, let's talk about some of the marquee games.
Leg lamp. That'll be a different conversation, by the way.
People like the marquee games. I do like a dog semi-marquee. St. Joe's it was 15. It's down to 12 now against Villanova. So I kind of lean dog there. And of course, your marquee has your some top 25 kind of matchups here. A&M and Virginia. You got to like Virginia here as a quote unquote unranked over a ranked team. And A&M's played a little bit of a tougher schedule, but give me Virginia at home. Virginia's always, what you're getting out of Virginia, you know what you're getting out of the coach. Tough basketball. I'll take them at home, basically a pick 'em. You want to go money line there, 125, 130, whatever it is. Sure. I like the Vols over North Carolina. I did this on my show. I talked about Ross and Jesse. Also, give me Tennessee. Again, this team, a couple losses on the season, but you lose to, at the time, Kansas and Purdue, who are probably ranked 1 and 2 in the country at the time. So no shame on losing tough games to there. North Carolina is a tough team. Very good, experienced team. I don't know. Coach-wise, why do I think this guy chokes in big kind of games, right? I'll take Tennessee here instead. And then you have your Duke-Arkansas game. I like Arkansas. The line keeps coming down, and Jesse Shue was like, well, Arkansas is leading scorers out. Like, more reason to like it. Why does this line keep dropping? Duke is a team that automatically has built-in bias towards it. And even at a 4.5, 5, it was a 7 I saw last night. I'm like, 7? And at 7, I'm like, oh, boy. Maybe the guy's out. At this point, maybe the guy's playing. Maybe he's supposed to play, which is why it's come down to 4. Either way, again, give me some home dogs here against marquee names. It's more you're going to get up for play a good team. Who doesn't get up to play Duke? So those are the marquee games. I'm sure people aren't really running to be like, oh, who do you like in you like Sam Houston State today? Yeah, I like Sam Houston State, but nobody wants to talk
so I'm on North Carolina, the one you just mentioned. I'm kind of on that. I took the home team, I'm money lining it. I just like 1-2 points right in there, 1.5. But that's the only one I really differ. I don't have a lot of college basketball. Like I bet Detroit over
Did you over Oakland? Yes.
Over Oakland.
Why?
So,
that line is 7, has not moved a bit, and Oakland's off a monster win over Xavier.
Listen, so I took a plus the 7. I have them.
Yeah.
I have it plus 7.5 minus 110, and I sprinkled the money line at plus 275.
Winless Detroit.
Yeah, I like that. I am on UNC, like I said. I'm on Colorado State over Colorado. Again, I just took the home team. And I am on Arkansas plus. I have plus 7. That's what I got it at last night at minus 110.
Good.
I took that. So New Mexico, Colorado State from Julie. That's good. Yeah, and then I'm my unit size for college basketball and NFL are like it's basically a quarter unit of the NFL because I am treading ridiculously.
Again, I am 58 and like 64. Again, underneath, a couple of games under 500. Mm-hmm. And the sheer volume between college and NFL football, you can't bet the same amount because there's so many more games. I mean, you could bet 20 games on a Saturday where you're betting maybe 20 in a month if you're doing NFL. I mean, I bet more NFL than most people. But yeah, you have to roll in your bet size, and you have to be prepared for. So, and that's why I'm as much as I've had a bunch of games, it is not a lot of games compared to how I usually fly out of the gate. Because I think early I should be able to destroy the book based on you're worried about college and NFL football. That being said, you got a lot more transfers now and stuff like this. It's a little more difficult. I think my mid-majors with returning starters. And I think I said this before, Lenny, and I've said my show. I started NFL and college football kind of like 500, same kind of way. And something in my gut said, you know what, it was just going to carry over. And sure enough, it has. And again, I'm not getting crushed, but I'm not winning. But, NFL and college football, go look at the leaderboard. You see me, I'm number 1, number 2, NFL college, it turns around. So I'm just going to wait till and maybe today's the day. I threw out a big 12-pack of games today. So we'll see how we do. Hopefully I go, I'll take a nice 8-4 day. And
I'm kind of treading a little bit,
And I got Lipscomb already.
I don't do a whole lot of college basketball anyway. So I'm kind of, just really light. And then maybe as it gets, if I get some traction, I'll up that. But to be honest with you, this season, I'll probably stay where I'm at and kind of, adjust from there. And I learned that from you out of anybody hearing, get so much information doing what we do and working with so many cappers. You have all kinds of information. Sometimes it's information overload.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had that happen last year in the Super Bowl. I was just like, I don't even want to talk about the Super Bowl anymore. And there was still a week left to go before the Super Bowl. But I've heard everybody's opinion on it.
Yes.
And then it clouds
Super
my
Bowl
own
Sunday.
opinion.
You should be betting that the minute the line comes up that Sunday night after that second game ends.
Yeah.
You know who you like. What are you waiting for somebody to come in and talk in your ear and give you your confirmation bias? Just go what you think.
Exactly.
Because unless one of the starting quarterbacks gets in a car accident and doesn't play, the line is not moving. It's
not that
moving.
Drastic. Right. Yeah.
You should have an idea of who you like. It's not who. It's a public play. It's a freaking Super Bowl. If everybody likes a dog, everybody's on a dog. It's a Super Bowl.
Everybody's public.
There's one game. Is it a public dog? Whoever you take in a college playoffs, it's you got the public dog. There's 2 games.
Right.
There's 2. The 14 playoffs. There's 2 underdogs. Someone will be a public dog. Forget. That's why when people come in, what about the splits? I don't worry about the splits. I do it on my show. Somebody talks about the splits. I'm like, let me pull up the splits on my channel that I use for splits, and they're totally opposite of their splits. Do not, folks. Right. I say this all the time. Even look at lines. You know who you like on a Sunday. Write it down. Don't worry about everybody else's 2 cents. Yeah, you like to think what somebody else likes. I get it, but there is no, especially Super Bowl, no reason. There's one game. It's either going to win or it's going to lose. There's 2 teams. It's not like there's nothing else.
You're on the right side or you're on the wrong side.
I like Detroit. I could give you 100 reasons why to take the Tigers today. Why we like them. But, they're playing the Twins. This is why I like the Twins and why we could take the Twins in every game. That's why you just don't bet the game. We move on.
So why I like to refer to myself instead of a handicapper as more of a fortune teller. I'm trying to predict the future here.
I don't ever say that. People are like, "Oh, you're a tech guy." I'm like, listen, I'm a bettor at heart. That's all I've been doing for 30
Listen,
years.
I'm just a degenerate.
You know?
Listen, I'm just a degenerate sports fan, okay? And I like to bet on sports because I make money at it.
I get like,
Now,
oh well,
if
what
you
kind of
make money
models do
collecting
you
cans
use?
and turning them in for recyclables, 10 cents a can in your state, then you know what? Good to you. But you know,
I love
what
when I
mean?
get the newer guys like, oh, what kind of model are you? I'm a modeler. I'm a guy who's
This
bet
one
since
right
before
here.
you were born.
This one right
Okay.
here.
That's what I got.
I'm using this one.
I got a big gut, a heart, and a betting brain since 1990. That's how I decipher.
And I got a small brain and a big bankroll, and I ain't got shit to lose. So let's go.
That's it.
That's how I good. Listen. Somebody at some point in my time in my life gave me money, and I bet on a sports bet. I bet on a sports game, and I made money on that. And I remember being like 10 years old and thinking, why do you go? I remember thinking, why do you go to work every day, 40 hours and sit behind a desk and bust your ass? Or remember my mom waiting tables, and I'm like, can't you just take this team right here? This will make the rent right here. I don't understand, but whatever. But yeah, and I could tell you, did I ever tell you my first betting story?
Yeah, with your brother, right? You had to give with your
My
dad?
uncle.
Your uncle.
My uncle and my dad
Kids
went
pay.
to the track. I gave them $10 to place on this horse. Fucking horse wins. And I would have won like $100 or something. I don't know what it was. I was like 10, right? They came back. They went to the bar and blew my money, and they gave me my $10 back and said, you shouldn't bet on sports. And I was like, you son of a... Oh, I'm so mad. And they laughed. They laughed the whole time. And I was like, you sons of bitches. So from there on out, I figured out how to get into the track when I was 11 years old and bet my own races. Let me tell you, Gio stopping by. Said, Higgs been missing me, brother. Swamped with work this time of year, showing support, liking every video I can. Appreciate that. At Lane, let's get the boss. Good luck to y'all. We appreciate you guys. Even if you can't watch it while we're live, are you watching or at least hitting the like button? We do appreciate you guys for doing that.
I try to always get to, if somebody leaves a comment, I always try to re-comment back to them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you can't watch it live, comment below or hit that thumbs up button, whatever you got going on. Lex says he's liking ETSU as well. All the money's on app. Line hasn't moved, but the price moved 5 cents. Moved 5 cents. 115 app minus 10.5.
Central Connecticut, yes, over Army.
I'm on Army. And I don't have a whole lot of reason why. So don't hate.
I got to collect my $86.95 for my $100 bet on Rice win total.
I hear you, Mr. Higgs. I saw Duke Arkansas line and thought there's something fishy.
Yeah,
I do agree. Julie says she's on Tulane, and Brian says I think James Madison blows out Buffalo, but I don't want to lay 21 points, even though I think they cover. So I took Buffalo team total under 68.5.
There you go. Safer bet.
That's smart.
Yeah. Why lay 12? And you, Cap, Brian knows this. I'm not one to come in. Let's lay 20, 25, whatever kind of thing. Smarter. If you think they're going to have a big win, the other team's not going to score that many points, right? So
I'm on the ice. I'm on this with Brian Gillihan here. Kings puck line plus money. I'm on the over in the Kings game, but I don't love it. And I'm on Alex DeBrindacat to get a point in the Wings and the Rangers game. But other than that, that's it on the ice. I'm not in love. I don't love the Wings to win this game. I probably would bet Rangers puck line plus points, but I'm just going to take the cat to get a point and move on. But it's like minus 120. It's not great. It's not at all. But what else we got going on? We talked a little bit yesterday about NFL. Ran like week 13, but we kind of dipped into week 14 already. Anything you like that screams off the page for you? I know you do your look ahead.
Yeah, I actually got the Dolphins at minus 7.5. Of course, it reopened at like 12, so I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah, I have. What that day would be the. 10th.
I got the Packers at 4.5. I got Dallas at 2.5. I took under Browns 40. Obviously, they've moved a little bit.
Oh, I have Houston plus 8.5 at New York.
Yes,
that line's now 4.5. Okay.
Favored. 8-point
And
dog to a
minus
4-point
4.5.
fave. Yeah. Minus
You
4.
know,
They were
so
8. He's got them at +8. Now they're minus 4.
but right, yeah. So I mean, I bet that a while ago. I'm on the Lions
Again,
minus
you know, there's
120
another one you could have grabbed
in
probably a couple weeks
Chicago.
ago. The Bengals, Colts +9. Now they're -2 versus the Bengals.
Oh, I like that.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
also next Thursday. I'm on the Steelers -2.
good number. 6.5 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and
This game's interesting here, and I'll tell you, I do. I did grab the Chargers this week at a 4, -4. I got them. Now it's up to 6 or whatever it is. And at 4, I was thinking, all right, I'll take them at 4 because they look terrible versus the Giants Patriots. And I'm like, I thought the Chargers were going to win on Sunday night. I thought they'd beat the Ravens and this line would come up. They end up losing to the Ravens, not looking good at all. And the line still went up a couple points based on New England being as bad as they were. The thing with New England is why I had to take. I said, you know what? I'm in on the 4, sure. If that is their effort out of a bye week under Belichick, what are they getting this week? I can't see. You know what I'm saying? And that'll lead me into the next week. So now they'll be on a short
under in that game.
They'll be on a short week versus the Steelers, who very well. I mean, these guys Steelers might win 10 games, and they've been outscored in every single or outyarded in every game. Even last week, they new coordinator, and I had them last
Steelers
week.
win nasty, ugly games.
They have 400 something yards of offense. They still can't put the ball in the end zone. They can't get any points on the board. That's maybe an under in that game. I hate short week unders. I know unders have been killing it, and I've been killing NFL totals. But sometimes they look low. I don't want to play them. I know people run to them. It's a prime time under. I see two crap. When there's garbage quarterbacks, I don't want to take unders. I think somebody's going to make a mistake, especially a defense like the Steelers, who they could score 2 defensive touchdowns. Yeah. And that game goes over. You know, like the Jet game. I was like, Jets over 40. People are like, over Jet game. 40, how are they scoring? I'm like, they're going to score. They're going to somehow put the points up, and Miami's going to score. And I don't know. It's that Patriot team, yeesh.
Yeah, they're bad. And I think I listen. I think the Patriots need a whole new change of scenery kind of thing. Like coaches on down. Bill Belichick's going to go down as one of the greatest coaches to ever coach.
He's got to leave after this year. I know he doesn't want to leave on a sour note.
It's time.
You don't want to leave on bad notes because it's going to be like, well, he only won because of Brady. Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
Well, he still fucking won. I mean, you could say that about any quarter. Andy Reid only won Super Bowls because of Patrick Mahomes. Well, he still won.
I don't know, but he won because of that. But he's also in Super Bowl before. Like it's not like he was never. He got the championship games. He lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots, by the way.
Right.
Where his quarterback choked with. I mean, let's be honest. Terrell Owens playing with a broken leg, and McNabb is puking on the sidelines. I mean, whatever. That's a whole nother show.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Brian says, it sucks, but I got to take the Cowboys -9 with the whole world on the Cowboys.
That's just a big number. I mean, especially Seattle's kind of desperate here. You know, and they're rested too. Both teams are playing Thursday.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't want nothing to do with that game. I don't know. The Chargers Patriots, though, you mentioned that earlier. I'm for this Sunday. I'm on the under 41 in that game. And then, but yeah. And then, that Thursday night game, I'm on the Steelers. And then the other, and I think that's it. Really.
Look at these totals 35, 38. I mean, 40, 37s, 30. I said that 35, right? 34. I mean, 40s, like low score. Even next week's a lot of low ones.
Even Vegas and Minnesota. In Vegas, it's a dome, for Christ's sake, 40.5. I think I take that over.
I'll take that over because I think and Vegas is a dog. What am I missing when Vegas has a dog? Somehow losing to Kansas City make you look bad? The week before they were right in it with Miami.
But Minnesota losing to Chicago looks worse.
And Minnesota's still favored. They were favored to start. I mean, how are they favored here? And I told everybody to take the Bears.
That game should be a pick 'em because they're both just dysfunctional.
I get it. But again, Minnesota favored makes me. This is the same thing, like I said, when the Jets were favored in Vegas. Like, you got to kind of take the Jets here. Why are the Jets favored? Why is Minnesota favored? I mean, people like Dobbs.
Jefferson's active, so he's been reactivated, but that doesn't mean he's playing. It
doesn't make he hasn't played. So he hasn't played in a month, and when he's going to go play, he's playing against with a quarterback he's never met before.
Yeah. And Josh Dobbs has proven, for those of people that want Dobbs instead of Cousins, I hope
someone in my I put it. So I had the Bears in the chat, and then on Twitter, someone was like, "Oh, sorry, Bears are going to lose. Why do you like the Bears?" And then I was like, and I hearted it after the Bears won. He's like, "I still don't know why you liked them." I'm like, "Well," I said, "Let's make a difference why I liked them." I said, "Think about next time. Why do you like Minnesota? What made you run to Minnesota?" Without their best offensive weapon playing, with a quarterback who just got there. I mean, he's literally on his third team this season. How good is this guy? That's the guy you want to have faith in? I don't care how bad the Bears look. Right. How do you trust that? Why are you betting Minnesota? Because they're the Bears?
And people saying that they want him as the franchise moving forward. He's the quarterback, not Kirk Cousins. I'm like, are you
sure?
Maybe for financial reasons.
How many teams will line up for Kirk Cousins? Every team but the Bills, Bengals, Miami, Kansas City, and the Cowboys, and probably 49ers and the Eagles would line up to take that guy. Every team but 5 would like to have Kirk Cousins as their quarterback.
I don't think the Lions would move on.
No, yeah, Goff is really good. I mean, that's a lateral move. It's not a.
Yeah, he's the same. I mean, he's the same guy. And Hendon Hooker, we have our future quarterback as long as he stays here. Hendon Hooker,
sure. Yeah,
Tennessee. Tell him why not. He's good.
Wrap this up, Lenny, please. I got to deal with this kind of Hendon Hooker is the future of the Detroit Lions.
The Hendon Hooker. I already got a Hooker jersey. Don't forget, you're looking for more from Sean Higgs. Man's got packages galore. Get yourself a 3-day pass, a 7-day pass, something like a month pass. Get yourself a pass. Picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code NCAAF. Save you 20% off the entire site. Mr. Higgs, what else you got going on? Midday Money.
Do the Midday Money show 7 days a week, and then look at lines. And again, I went for picks. I'll throw up because today is a big video day, so I'll put up some college football championship free pick videos for the weekend. Some NFL. I try to add some NBA and college hoops, but it's the NBA is just like I can't with the NBA. But I'm having a good season though. Number 3 in the money here, 11-3 in NBA on the Picks Parlays site. Not too bad.
There you go. Don't have to bet them all. You just got to bet the ones that win.
What are we? Number 2 in NFL, number 2 college football, not bad. Number 2 NFL, number 2 college football, number 3 NHL, and number 3 NBA money. There you go. Nice little run.
Bang, bang.
There we go.
The man, the myth, the legend, Sean Higgs. We appreciate him stopping by as always every time. I'm Detroit Lenny, Picks and Parlays. I'm here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck unless you're against us.